Hi everyone, my name's Ed Surname. Remember that, it's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm here to talk about the unfortunate starving children over in third world countries. I'm here to spoil and ruin the comedy skits you've been watching all night on Comic Relief by reminding you of the starving children over in third world countries. Comic Relief asked me if I wouldn't mind helping to raise the public's awareness of Comic Relief. I hope to raise the public profile to give the children more opportunities in the future. I hope to raise my public profile to give me more career opportunities in the future. I'm so glad to be a part of it for this reason. I'm a big supporter of the charity. I've never actively donated any of my money to this charity, and I hope the people in the third world countries can be helped. Well, yeah, I'm not that bad. Hopefully this will go towards ending all of the world's problems once and for all. But not all the problems. I need Children in Need later this year because I'm doing a live show I need to publicise. Even though it can be expensive, Comic Relief always brilliant, annoying. Even though it can be expensive, Comic Relief always does a great job of providing the families in third world countries with food with which they can feed their masses of children. But at this point it would be cheaper to send condoms. But in all seriousness, and I really do mean this, please visit this website.
Happy Red Nose Day. Help my family in Africa.
Hello, I actually received some emails about my Comic Relief video, one of which was from the Red Nose team, and I'm happy to read that out to you now. Here's their statement to me regarding my video. It does not represent the way we feel about our celebrities, who give their time and support for free, both to fundraise for us and to spread the Comic Relief word. It does not represent the way we are diplomatically obliged to present our celebrities publicly. Even though Ricky Gervais implied something similar a few years ago with our approval in a skit with Bob Geldof, as they give their time and support both to fundraise for us and to spread the Comic Relief word. But also for the reasons that you said in your video, the point of which we've entirely missed. Yeah?
It doesn't matter I haven't here because you're only done doing that work anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right.
But look, in Bazaar again. It's alright, isn't it? I wrote it to them. I wrote it and said thanks, and they said they'd write it in the form of a letter.
Right.
And not only a letter, but it's the star letter, so I get some of that Sailor Jerry's rum.
Which is...
What?
Yeah, he gets the
It's alright, innit?
foods and he likes rum.
What do you mean you get some of that?
They say that the dump star letter, which is their star letter,
Right.
Gets a free bottle
so I
of
must be the
booze.
first one to win that wasn't actually a letter. I just sent it to the lady who interviewed me on the phone. It wasn't in the... I didn't mean for it to be a letter. I didn't even count on that happening.
That's good, isn't it?
They took that photo, which is a different one than what they showed last issue, from... because I sent them about 300 in my press kit, as it's known in the biz. So...
That's
But where's the Sailor Jerry's room? I haven't been contacted about that. They might give me a...
a voucher, yes.
No, if I tell them my address to send it to, they might visit me at 3 AM to give me a taste of my own medicine, which I'm not interested in, unless it's codeine, which is alright. I thought the Dumpstar headline was in reference to my bit that I showed them, of me shitting. But it's not, it's just what they call their star letter. What were you laughing at in particular?
That's just our mum there, just as she is there.
Yeah,
Just enjoying it all.
yeah. She does enjoy it.
Yeah.
You said it just comes when you're not expecting or when you want it and waiting. Yeah, you're alright then, are you, Ed? Because I'll just do us some tin mackerel and tomato sauce and some brown rice and salad, just as healthy, even though I will do a gravy dinner.
Edward, I don't like
have my eyes closed, it makes me nervous. What are you going to do, shoot me in the face?
No. Bum again.
You're in there again? Ah!
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
They say in there, what's quite funny is they say instead of I've hit the big time, they say I've hit the medium time, which is funny. But also, look, I get a bottle of rum on the way, man.
Really?
Yeah, Sailor Jerry's rum,
That's brilliant.
which I've always wanted. I can't find it in the shops. That was why I was a bit longer, by the way, Tina. I was a bit longer in the shops because obviously that magazine was out. There was a big crowd queuing up to get it.
Well
Yeah,
done.
just normal Wombus, just a normal occurrence, Wombus. Just a normal occurrence, yeah? Another magazine appearance.
That's brilliant, Edward.
Thank you, Tina.
Well done.
So, isn't it? Show the cover.
Sex.
The cats never seem that impressed.
No, they don't care. They think you're a loser.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, Edward.
What is this?
We need to celebrate.
I know. We can't have fast food again now.
It's brilliant.
Da-da-da. Your fingers on the microphone.
What?
There. Just because this whole thing is I'm documenting my full journey. I've been in Bazaar magazine twice now, but the persistence to get in that was unbelievable. I contacted them like maybe 3 or 4 times a year for 3 years before that happened. But I've also done an interview for their website, which I think is going to be up soon. But I just wanted to get their persistence across, because that's me and Scruffy are going through this journey of show business, aren't we? So I was just wanting to document that. Well, I'm not allowed to use this, am I not?
I want to know exactly how much it was.
What have you got to say back to what I just said?
Well, logically,
Shit
why do you keep giving me wrong figures?
Can you just shut up and film this, please? Looks like I go on to you all the bloody time.
You do.
You're asking me stupid questions.
I'm asking you how much money we have in the bank.
Can I just film this?
I needed to know specifically, and you won't tell me.
Can you please shut the hell up and let me do this? Everybody, today we need to remember starving children in Africa. And I hope that this image makes you remember those starving children. Because this is what it's all about, okay? Red Nose Day. Scruffy has got his new red sofa, okay? Here. But Red Nose Day isn't the only thing impossible to breathe. Red Nose Day isn't the only thing to remember about this week, okay? Because I've also done an interview with Camden Radio, and it's available for MP3 download. It's actually a very small file size, so you may as well go along to laugh4crytv.com, where you can have, there's a download link to their website, to the Camden Radio website, so that you can get that interview. Here is how they described it. The comedy life of Ed Surname. Ed Surname has been making comedy TV on his website for years, but now he's moving into stand-up and chosen our very own Camden town to do it in. Hear how his life has turned into a comedy adventure and where he's headed next. And then they do a link to the laugh4crytv.com website. Watch Ed do moronic things on video. Okay? Now that's true, you can watch me do moronic things, but I just wanted to let you know it might be hard to find those moronic things. They might be lost amongst all the self-taught, self-edited videos of me learning and honing the craft of professional wrestling, exposing and analysing show business, having nice times with my family, and all the links to the media outlets you've chosen to interview me. Okay, so all the moronic things might be lost amongst... Speaking of moronic things, they've also put a link to a September 2003 review of the T-Bird Comedy Bar on their website, okay, if you'd like to see what people said about that just under a decade ago. Unless they change it since I said this. But the message of this whole video is go along to laugh4crytv.com. You can download the new interview with me right now. Okay? Okay, I've been going back and forth a few months with MTV and it's ended badly. I just want to read out a transcript of some conversations we've had, okay? This is what they've written to me and it's about them looking at my demo, okay? So to set the context, they've watched my demo DVD, which I used to pitch a show idea. It's not an adaptation, which is the right word. It's not the same exactly as what you see on this show, or my website, or Laugh4crytv or anything. We're not discussing this site. This is what they wrote to me, okay? I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to do anything with this. I appreciate that what you sent me is not the finished article, and that there is a mystery component you won't reveal over email, but frankly what I've seen so far is not anything we haven't seen a million times with Jackass, Dirty Sanchez, Dudesons, etc, etc, and we're not really after more of any of that kind of stuff right now. So I certainly wouldn't condone the activities showcased on the DVD from an MTV perspective, as they look dangerous, good, and crucially unregulated by proper H&S considerations, which is in stark opposition to everything we've done in this genre. And I don't think it would find an audience with us. This is what I wrote back. I'm fully aware of the necessary regulations, but for your information, the demos that were made from Dirty Sanchez, Jackass, Dudesons and Tom Green were all self-produced and unregulated, and with a starting point for what went on to make MTV millions of dollars. In addition, I might try MTV USA because some of their series weren't regulated with H&S regulations. Besides, I clearly stated that the contents were to introduce me, and we aren't going to necessarily replicate it for the show I want to pitch. The mystery aspect is what makes it something you haven't seen before, and is the selling point, as stated in the letters and emails, so it's not, as stated, a copy of those shows anyway. Thanks for your reply and time. They wrote back. I know how all those shows came into being, thanks. And I didn't say that the new idea was a copy of them, but by your own admission it's along the lines of my demo, and I have nothing else to judge you by, as I can't take meetings on spec, I'm afraid. Much more to the point though, I say neither we nor MTV US are looking for any more of this genre of programming right now, as we have it all in the archives anyway. I wrote back. This is the last thing. Using the demo to introduce me, I plan to pitch a show along the lines of my demo. That is the evolution and next step of those past shows with track records, aka something that nobody in the world has in their archives. However, I understand you can't take meetings on spec, so I will go elsewhere with this particular idea, but I'm open to the possibility of working with MTV in the future. Thanks for your time and replies. Okay? Now, so I sent that back to them, and this is the end of our correspondence. Later on that night, I just relaxed. I watched the premiere of the Jackass DVD launch party live. You know, one of those shows that they don't produce anymore. They had a skull in the top left corner of the screen, which is quite a good idea. I thought I might copy it, but to throw them off, I think I'll do it 4 years before they did.